Hollywood. Hollywood can be, you know, very tricky for some people, and some people they can't. And as I said before, Chris Brown, my heart goes out to you. Just stay strong. When you in that limelight, just like when you popular and you in school, everybody is screaming your name, and you have a lot of people behind you. But sometimes things they tend to crash. But when they crash, they collapse. So when I was trying to say in my last video, I was trying to talk to you guys about it, and not that a lot of people want to hear about that, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, you want to be able to get your name out there, as far as letting people see your talent and know what's really going on. But overall, it's still a price to pay. Fame is really not the icing on the cake. I don't know why some of these young people today think that fame is the icing on the cake. And to everybody's question, do I think that there's an agenda out there? Yeah, I do. I really do. I think once you are in that certain degree of success, that it has to be where you pretty much embedded your soul to the music world. Okay. It's embedded your soul to this music thing, but you got writers, not writers, you got record labels who are trying to slave you, and you could be making a certain amount of money and it still would do you dirty. That brings me back to Prince when he said that a lot of artists have slave contracts. I do believe that they do. It's best to really go solo far as the industry. Like me, I'm shuffling for a label, but I want to do it independent, and I really don't trust too many things because I feel as though that I'm learning enough about the business, and I'm just not one of the ones. I'm a single mom. I admit myself, I don't have kids out of wedlock, but I'm doing positive things and trying to get this video YouTube thing going so we can all talk about a lot of things. But people want that lifestyle, but they don't know how it can be to their souls. And I mean, it could be very, it could get real ugly, you know. And fame is just, people think just because they think it's the icing on the cake. And sometimes I see a lot of people be so stressed the fuck out about it. You know what I'm saying? Do I think they're Hollywood witches? Yes, I do. I think some of the women in Hollywood, here's the kicker, here's the part. I think they're around people who, are wicked witches, but they don't know that they are witches. And that's why so many sudden celebrity deaths, and it's really crazy, so you gotta pray. When you're in that limelight and your spirit is just out there like that, you gotta pray so those demons won't get on you. People these days, kids, the youngsters, they think it's all about living that lifestyle, and they think it's all about getting that dollar. But it's a better way than just doing it. You could do it independent like I'm doing, and then shift for a label. We trying, but that shit take time. So as Prince would say, a lot of artists have got slave contracts, and then when you first make your first hit, what they really don't tell you is you sometimes if your hit, you have like 3 hits that just went gold. Then they shift to being platinum, and then you nominated, and then you're not really getting no money. And then you like, well, wait a minute, I wrote these songs, or I sung these songs, and I don't understand why I'm not getting paid. Then you do all these appearances, and you do this and you do that, and then it finds out that you are being sued from these labels, and then you've been sued for all these things that you owe, because some of these labels are not telling you that you have to come out really basically your own pocket. That is the business, that is the normal. So you got to be very careful. Hollywood can be definitely, it can be dreadful. It can be dreadful, and it can really be draining. It can drain. And I see a lot of artists, they some of the most successful artists now that get up on there, oh, I love it but no, you draining yourself. I mean, it's best to just do it independent, and then try to have other things behind it. You know what happens to some artists, and I'm trying to get into business as well, but I'm knowing how to get into business, so I won't be able to go through that situation. And sometimes you have to learn the business in order for you. I'm an outside looking in, so I'm trying to learn the business in order for me to be able to not go through what they went through. Some people, when they get signed young, and they get money hungry, and reason why they go broke because they spin it up so fast, and they go through so much because they're so used to gimme, 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 gimme. So that's why Hollywood can be a curse, you know, and it just can be seems a dark place. You hear a lot of artists say they went through it, and they were young, and they didn't know that this was how the industry is. So it can be a dark place, and Chris Brown is going through that now. But the only thing he's not going through is being sued. But I'm sure that that's what's going to come up, because they play games, and that's how it is. I mean, and then Hollywood is out to destroy us black people. No matter what you see, they're going to drag me down too. Oh, she got 4 kids, them baby daddies, and she this and she that. And I don't give a fuck about what you say about me. Because at the end of the day, me going through what I went through, my shit is survival. I survived it. And I became an instant woman, an instant great mom out of it, and I survived it. And I'm here to shed light on to other women, to other single mothers. You know, we know it's hard, but somebody got to do the goddamn job. And like I said, for those of you young people that want to get in Hollywood, including myself, who actually wants to do business, because I'm not into fame. I'm into making a crowd jump. Trust and believe me. To those of you who want to get into Hollywood, let's get to the business side before we can even deal with the money. But I'm gonna have more videos that's gonna come up, and whatever you want me to talk about, let me know. Subscribe to this channel.